Hi and welcome to Satisfactory. Um, Before we start, I'm going to go into play mode. This is going to be a brief stream. I've had some problems over the past few episodes, and I realise that some of you may not have caught up with what's happening. So what I'll do is I'll go through what we've done over the past few episodes. Hopefully I've managed to fix those problems, and everything else now I can't remember exactly what I've done, but I know I'm having some issues here in the game. If you're seeing buttering and stuff, that's actually my game being lagging it. So we've built this factory here, which has got we've got 4 oil extractors down here. I think I may have 1 or 2 of them overclocked to get, yep, that one's overclocked, so that's an impure node, or a normal mode, not yet, an impure node, and I think that's a normal, and this one over here is impure as well. So I think these 2 impure nodes I've overclocked to 120, and these 2 are 180 and 180, so that gives us the full 600 in the pipes, if my math is correct. So they all come up here and they go up to here, and we've got a buffer in here. Somewhat, no, I'll leave that. And this goes into 10, should be 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yep, 10 refineries. These are making fuel and polymer, which is a standard recipe I like to use, although there is an alternate that I'd like to try and get. So the polymer comes in here and feeds these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this one here should only be working at 50%, 70%, which is close enough. That should be working at 100. Oh, okay. Okay. Not quite sure what's happening there. That's full, but it should be working 100%. Oh, it's water. We need to increase our water. I'll do that in the next episode. I'm not going to do it here. Or, yeah, well, I'll fix that later. And that's overflow protection, in case we block up with polymer, which I don't think we will. And so that's what they're all making rubber. And the rubber is going into these 3 storage containers and then down to our got a buffer container there as well, and that's in case we decide to add another line to it, which we may do later on. So it goes into the train station. Oh, wrong one. Goes into the train station, and at the moment I don't think there's even a train assigned to that. And then the fuel, I'll go back up here first. So the fuel comes out here, goes into these two buffers. The water we are getting out of here. That's the only spot I could find to put a water extractor. There's no other spots on here that I can find. So it certainly beats. I was originally trying to run the pipe that way, but I decided I need to bring it up this way. So we've just got a couple of pumps on here, bringing it up here. And at the moment, there is a lake up here that we can get water from. But for now, just taking it out of that one there because that's all we need. I need to upgrade that, but that later. So the fuel comes out and goes into goes into these two buffers. That one there is starting to fill up, and that one there should be about the same. Yeah. They come down here, and we've got I think 10 per row. Yeah, there's only those 10 up there will supply 33 it's this one here. So they're making 40 each, so that's 400 400 fuel, and these are using 12 per minute each. Yeah, 12. So do the maths on that. Divided by 12 is 33 and a bit. So we've got 3 rows of 30. So it comes down here and it gets split up the top here. That goes into the third lot of 30, and there's an extra 3 up here. So, and that the reason for those buffers up the top is to take into account that extra 0.3%, 0.333%. So we've done that. Now if I go here, and I've put, that's something else I'll show you. Actually, I'll show you on the next round. Coming back. No, actually, second thoughts. Okay. Right. So we've got. I'm not sure whether. Actually, take the train. No, I won't take the train. So what we've got also is this track that goes all the way out here. I won't go all the way out there, I'll just go around here. You may have already seen this, I can't remember. This is a general update. That's our steel train. which you'll see soon. So we've got the steel factory out here. So you remember back there at the main base, we're making ingots. And so my plan is to only transport ingots and plastic and rubber. And maybe a few other bits and pieces, but I want to have as little different stuff. So we've got 3 coal nodes out here. 1 normal there, an impure there, and a normal there. These are all clocked to maximum belt speed, I think, from memory. So it's, what is it, 780? Yeah. And the coal goes up here into the foundries, and as you can see, we've got ingots going in there. So we've got iron coming from way over here, which I'll show you on the way back out, and iron from there going into the constructors here. And so we've got enough iron to go in to do maximum belt speed, and the same with this. So at its current production rate, if it was running properly, but because it's backlogged, it's all full. But with the current belt, it's probably only going to be doing like maybe up to about here, and this one's probably only going to be doing about halfway as well. So that's using an alternate recipe of iron ingot and coal. It's making 60 a minute. And then that gets belted down under the floor here and across to here into the 2 buffers into the and the train picks them up, takes them back to the base. So now to carry on out here, along the way I have actually managed to pick up a few computers and stuff like that, a few hard drives. So I've got all this, you would have seen the miner that was connected to the limestone out there. That was just a test to make sure its settling height wasn't going to be restricted. So that comes from this miner here, which is a pure node, and that's 200. And we've got the track continues out here. And so I've got plenty of nodes and stuff we can tap into later on. This part here we were a bit concerned about, but the train kind of clips it just a fraction, and this here we had to kind of really mess around with to try and get it to go into to get the tracks lined up and everything. So that goes back to the T-junction back over there that you may have seen earlier. And out here we have a coal power plant. I've got our 3, we've got 6 extractors out here going into here, and that bottom one feeds into each of these, and that's got 4 extractors on it, I think. So that's the inside line which goes down to the bottom here, and we've got 4 extractors on there at 120 each, and these two extractors at the end feed that top line to give us our extra water that we need. And we have one here that's not working. No, probably because it's not. No, it is. Why is it not working? Got no fuel, that's why. Okay, that's something else to fix later on. Now this portion that I'm doing is not going to be saved. So we've got a coal node out here, 2 coal nodes I think. And they're overclocked to produce enough. I think I've overclocked. No, I haven't overclocked them. Because they are both pure, I think. That's a normal. That's a pure. But we've got enough coal here to run another 16 coal generators. And so we've got another miner over here, which is an impure node. But I think if I overclock them, I've got enough to run. So I've got 2 banks of 8 there, so I've got enough to run another 16 over here, giving us a total of 32. But the power is sufficient for now. And so this track here, that station there is basically just a station for us to come into. I could show you all the hard drives we've collected and stuff, but I won't go into that. If you want to go back and watch those previous videos, you'll see, even if you can't hear, you'll still be able to see what's going on and what we've done and some of the shenanigans on the way. Like going down there to click that hard drive, which I'll show you. Now this one here was I think it took 3 supercomputers, and it just so happened that I'd earlier on picked up 5 supercomputers from another one. I think it might have been over there somewhere, I can't remember. I was going to throw them in the sink, just, you know, get the tickets out of them. But I just never got around to it, and I don't think I've done that one yet. So yeah, I just never got around to it, and it's like, lucky I didn't throw them away, that is. Excuse me. Oh, actually I think I might take a cough drop and clear my throat a bit. And so there's actually quite a few resource nodes around here in the oh, what is it? The swamp. Another hard drive I think I've collected, I think. And I've collected that hard drive as well. And so it goes back out here to the, joins in with the computer factory, which you've seen. So we'll go back to the hub. And the last episode, what I done was I built, because that's quite, to go from the main, the desert factory over there, to come all the way around here by train, it seems a long way, I'll put it that way. It seems a long trip. And I thought I'd make it a shortcut. And there was a couple of ways I was thinking of doing it. There's a cave over there, which I'll show you soon, that goes, so I thought, I'm kind of almost certain that I could remember a cave that went from the grass fields through to the desert or something along there, but I can't find it. But there is another cave over there, so I thought, well, I'll use that. And I played around on my own personal save, trying to find a way through, and I think I found a way through to get from here to the desert a little bit quicker, at least. So I'll just I would take a train, but I guess I could do this. As I said, this game's not going to be saved, so anything I do in here is not going to affect the game. Right, so I've actually got a double-ended one, so I've got another one on the back of it, because I've got one station going that way, one station going the other way at the other end. So what we'll do is we'll take the trip through. That seems awfully loud to me. I'll check out the level later on. Actually, what I'll do, I'll turn that volume down for you guys, but I'll check it out later on. And once this video uploads, and I'll check the volumes and everything at the levels. So there's this cave here that goes through here. Oops, I need to. Now I actually timed this, and I timed it going the other way as well. Almost the same. About 3 minutes 15 to 3 minutes 30. Either way, I think one's about 3:45 going back the other way, so it's but this way just seems shorter, maybe because it's more fun type thing. Now I'll stop the train here. And when I was building this, trying to find a way through, and there's a number of ways you could go. Come over this way and come through, but you get this big drop down here, and oh, where is it? There's a big drop somewhere. I can't remember where it was. But I was looking for a way through. Oh, no, that's right. I was coming up. That's right. I'll show you where it was. You may have noticed some stacks of stuff laying on the ground. So I had a full pockets and I had nowhere to put anything. I'm just taking my time through here because I want to show you something. Where was it? Maybe it was elsewhere. I'll have to have a look. I mean, after this one. There was something of note that happened. Yep. I think, I'm almost certain it was in here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. When I was building the track and trying to find the way through, I decided to come through here. And so I was going through and getting rid of all the beasts and stuff. And of course I'm playing on my own at this point because Thumbs is away on family business for a few days. Won't be back until, well, I think Saturday or something like that. Friday or Saturday. So you'll have to put up with just me over the next few days. Have to excuse that sound. So I was coming through here, and there was one of the big orange spinners, I think it was. Might have been one of the green ones. I can't remember. But I was saying to myself, right, I'll have to watch myself because my health is getting low. And just as I was saying that, well, you know, it took one more hit at me and I died. So I had to revive myself. I ended up back at the hub with next to nothing. Luckily there was a spare pair of blade runners and a spare sword. So I managed to have those at least, and so I came back here and picked everything back up and all the thing. And consequently, I've had to revive. Had to redo my doggos. Retain them. That's the word I was looking for. So I've done that. That was a bit of fun as well. One of them somehow managed to escape the enclosure. I don't know how. So we just come through here. And just past that some sleep there. A little bit of clipping here and there on the it comes around here and ends up back at these two stations, and you'll see the other engine parked there. So that is basically all done. Now, if you're watching this, and one of the comments that I made that I want to point out is that if you are experienced in the game, or you know the game, or even if you just whatever, you know the map, if you know of an easier way of getting from the from the hub, grass fields, through to the desert here. Drop me a message in Discord. The link for Discord will be in the description. If it's not in the description of this video, it'll be certainly in the description of previous videos. So drop me a message in Discord, and I encourage you to join the Discord server. If you, I'd like to build a community in there, and where we can maybe play together and bit of socialisation and stuff like that. But I know, excuse me again. I know there's a number of different ways of getting through the desert and stuff, or through here. But if you can think of a better way of getting through to the desert, especially from here, drop me a message to Discord, and I'll bring you. I'll bring you onto the game. Maybe offline. Yeah, see, there's some parts here that I didn't have time. I didn't have room for, because I was trying to pick up other stuff like berries and stuff like that, I think. Yeah, I'll bring you into the game, probably offline. I may bring you in online as a guest or something like that. What's behind there? Who knows? Oh, just a power slug. So, join the Discord, and drop me a message. And I stream live on Twitch. Every day, usually for the most part. So, with that, I hope that's brought you up to date with what's happening. Actually, also, I've started on this here, so I've brought the Caterium over. So the Caterium comes from over here, comes down here and along the track, goes underneath the floor here, down to the smelting plant here. That could do with a bit more speed on it. I haven't finished doing this yet, but now can I get back up? Go back up here. And then the Caterium ingots come up here. Transport layer come in here, and we'll be making Caterium, or we'll make the wire, and the wire goes up here, and it's going into the assembly here to make our reinforced iron plates, and I'm using this recipe here. So then I don't have to try and make screws. And it comes over here to make the modular frames, and that goes up here to make the versatile framework. But I'm halfway through that, as you see, so I'll be continuing that in the next episode. And so that will be the first portion of the space hub. Call it Space Hub, I suppose. It's a good name for it. And then I'll make more parts out here and more parts over there. So each stage of the space elevator takes 3 parts. So I figure I have one part being made over this side, one part being made over that side, one part being made over that side. So that's pretty much everything up to date. So as always, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. And I was going to say there's no Thumbs here, but Thumbs is over at the hub because that's where we left you last. So I hope that's brought you up to date with what's happening after the technical issues with the audio. I'll be checking on this upload to make sure it's you can hear me and everything else. So with that, wherever you are in the world, have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, and take care.